Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to CC Productions. We got Tuesday night mid-major college football. Yes, that's right. Only true sickos will be up on a Tuesday night watching mid-major college football. You and me are both one of them, so let's embrace it. Just join together in the fact that we cannot get enough college football. Take a look at these lines, find some picks we like. I'll be giving you one from each game. We'll lock in on that and make some cash doing what we love most, betting on mid-major football on a weeknight. Let's get into it. First up, we got Middle Tennessee State traveling to play Liberty. Liberty, 2 touchdown favorites here, minus 14.5. Over-under set at 56. Two teams who have found themselves on the opposite side of Conference USA football this far. Liberty looking like they're going to be winning that conference this year in Middle Tennessee State. Doesn't even look like they're going to be in a bowl game as of right now. So I don't love the 2 touchdown spread. 14.5 is a lot. You never know in these games. Something like a backdoor cover can happen. I'm going to be taking the under 56 in this game. In Liberty's last 3 games, all of those being in-conference games, they're averaging only 11 points given up per game. So outstanding defense played from them as of late, including only giving up 13 points last week to who was at the time the second best team in the conference, Jacksonville State. So they've been balling out on the defensive side of the ball the last few weeks. Their pass defense is great, which is amazing in this matchup because Middle Tennessee State with Nicholas Vattiato, he loves airing the ball out. They love throwing it in Middle Tennessee State's offense. So I think Liberty will be able to shut that down, potentially force some turnovers as well, but I think they'll be able to shut down Middle Tennessee's passing game. They're holding teams to under 200 yards passing per game, which in today's football is crazy. So I think they'll definitely be able to win that battle there. And then on the offensive side of the ball, Liberty runs the heck out of the football. They literally rush for more yards per game than they do throwing. They're running for 250 yards per game. That's always fantastic for an under when you have a team who's just running the heck out of the ball, keeping that clock ticking. So I think Liberty's going to be able to hold on to the ball for most of that game, run that clock out, shut Middle Tennessee State down on offense, and that score will stay under that 56. So that's my pick for that one. Next game, staying in Conference USA, we've got Western Kentucky traveling to Jacksonville State. Western Kentucky, touchdown favorite here, minus 7, over under set at 60. Give me Jacksonville State plus 7 on this one at home. I think this team is going to absolutely need this win. They lost last week, like I just touched on earlier, to Liberty in what was supposed to be like, the top of the conference game there. And they didn't look great in that game. They're going to be coming back home, and they know they need this win if they want to stay competitive in Conference USA, because Western Kentucky is no slouch either. And the reason I like Jacksonville State a lot in this game is Jacksonville State runs the heck out of the football. That is the main focal point of their offense. They run 2 quarterbacks on their offense. They've been doing it quite a bit this year. Zion Webb is a 7th-year quarterback. Yeah, 7th-year quarterback. When he gets back there, they're super dynamic in the run game. Jacksonville State has been averaging 200 yards per game on the ground, and Western Kentucky is giving up 200 yards per game on the ground. Western Kentucky, not great against the run on defense. So Jacksonville State can get to that number and rush for 200 yards, which I think they'll be able to do. I think they'll be able to keep the ball in their hands for a lot of the time, take it away from Western Kentucky, who loves airing the ball out, throwing it downfield, keep that offense on the field. Not to mention that will also keep momentum on their side as they're at home, which is always huge in these kind of games. So I think momentum will stay on their side. Western Kentucky probably wins it outright. I think Jacksonville State keeps this close to the end, and I think they cover that plus 7 spread. Last, and I would say not least, but it's definitely the least intriguing game on the board. Southern Miss travels to play South Alabama. South Alabama is 2 touchdowns and a field goal favorite at minus 17.5. Over-under is set at 53. Not going to spend too much time on this one. I'm taking South Alabama minus 17.5, which is a crazy thing to say with that big of a spread, but they're 3-3 on the year, but their 3 losses have come against good football teams. They've lost to Tulane, Central Michigan, and James Madison, all 3 very competitive football teams, and they competed in every single one of those games. It's not like South Alabama was going out there and taking 3 losses and losing big time. No, they competed in each of those games. Not to mention, this is the South Alabama that went into Stillwater, Oklahoma, and whooped up on Oklahoma State. So I think South Alabama is definitely legit, and I think after all those out-of-conference games they were playing against more difficult teams, they're going to be ecstatic to get Southern Miss at home, be able to just whoop up on them, put up as many points as they want. And Southern Miss is currently on a 5-game losing streak. They started 1-0 and now are 1-5. And I don't think that gets snapped, obviously, while playing on the road. And I don't think they keep this game close either. Southern Miss, not fantastic with the ball. And they're playing a South Alabama team that has 5 interceptions on the year. So I think you can expect 1 or 2 of those as well. I think all signs in this game point to South Alabama. So I'm going to be taking them -17.5 at home. So those are my 3 best picks for the Tuesday night games. Let me know what your picks are in the comments. Be sure to like, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of my previews, and I will see you next time.